Welcome back to the tutorial series of detailing this uh, wooden church. Now we'll keep going with these extrusions, and we will copy them and place them accordingly. Yeah, let's check some pictures. Where to these ends of the beams, uh, these joints? What are those joint ends doing? Where are they placed within the church facade? So that's what we're going to check. So it's almost between the two windows, and it depends where these two windows are placed. Uh, let's check. Let me pick a greater facade. Is this visible enough? So something around here, which is, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, 1/5, 1/6 of, I don't know, 1/7 of the church uh, part length. So let's say, let's measure in. You can't see it on screen, but I think I'll measure on by using my fingers. So it's like, let's see, on my screen, 4, 8, 10. It's around, let's say, 5. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4, 5, and 12. No, so almost at a half, 5 out of 12 or something like that. 5 by 12. Uh, okay, we have some idea, let's say a rough idea. Let's check some other facades. So is that joint near the lightning, whatever, lightning, let's say rod, metal rod, let's say, until reaching the ground? Yes, it's around here. Yeah, so it's basically, let me see if it's at 1/3 at least of facade length. So let's say I have 3 thumbs. Yeah, it's at 1/3 of the facade length without taking the altar, let's say, in account for measuring. So if I go to south elevation or something, let's see if I am at a third of this unit. So let's say I am. So this is 40 meters. This is off. Yeah, it's kind of rightly placed. Okay, it seems decently placed. Maybe it should be placed even here to be, I don't know, in sync with this wall, I guess. Let's see some other pictures. How do we continue with this pattern actually? So this is the. So let's check the continuation. So the beam system continues. I have 1, 2, 3 of these guys. Let's check if I have 1, 2, 3 of these guys. Okay. And then I have, so this would be okay, would be okay, would be okay with the profile. Okay. So basically it continues the same until, that's the great question. Let's check until I reach this specific end, and that would be this corner. Let's check if I have another. I have another picture that shows this well. Let me check. I want to see a corner. Yeah, this should be good enough. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 with the profile, 5 and 6. When I reach this corner, And I have these joints. Okay. Then also, sorry, then I also have this console somehow. I think this comes above the console, this comes under. If I look well at the geometry. Okay. So I have some sort of wooden console, then I have the normal joints. So here it's like a Tetris. Think about this is the T piece and this is the U piece, let's say. The T and the U. Okay. And then I have one, two, three. Yeah, I have three pieces again. And I have here a U shape again. Uh, so let's draw on a print screen for you to see what I mean. So this, let's check. So this is, let's say, the profile, the console, whatever. Okay, and this comes, let's say this is cut and this comes below, then it comes this guy. Then I change color, I put yellow. This is the wood that comes above and then under, and then I have my console, let's say, and this is color, this comes above. No. Okay, and then if switch back to orange, this U shape, or so no, actually no, it's not U shape. This is, let's say, L shape. So this is L shaped, and then I have another L shaped piece like this. Then I have this, let's see, this L shape yet again. But here, when I change direction, this is, I think, a wood piece that comes like this, and basically it's somehow U-shaped or something. Or let me check. Or maybe it's like this, and then it comes like this. Oh, it's actually like this. Then I have another piece, but this looks more like a U shape actually here. And then, yeah, so it's basically a puzzle that I have to deduce. And then I have the same three wooden pieces, and here another two. And I have to make all of these joints. Okay. So now we know kind of what are we doing. So we enter the model basically, and I guess we just prolong actually. So I show hidden line. I just prolong this guy, and here I just move this like this, and yeah, voila. I have, let's say, my piece. Okay, this basically is extended, and it comes until here, and this comes until here. It's like a puzzle. Okay, this comes like a puzzle, and it remains to be seen if I have this puzzle continuing over here. Is it the same or not? Okay, we'll see. Okay, Okay, let's copy this yet again. Something like this. Maybe it will be moved, we'll see. Okay, this is extruded until here, until I modify the profile. This is extruded until here and until I cut the profile. This is extended. So actually this would be copied, let's say. This will be moved, I guess. So basically it will stay like this. And then this will be copied around here and here, I guess. And this line will be drawn like this. Okay, we draw some other lines and we stick to the reference. Okay. And basically like this. Great. Okay, now here it's another discussion. And basically I draw some stuff. Okay, great. And now, if you look closely, now I have my wooden beams and whatever. Now it is a question. So, I think, yes. So the window, I think it is wrongly placed in here. And it actually has to be moved over here. And this bar as well. So I think it is something like this. Let me check if it is aligned. Yes, somewhat. Okay. I think I will just copy this guy and place it here. Okay, looks decent, let's say. Let's put it something like this. And yeah, we got a decent piece, let's say. Extend downwards. Now I think we can adjust the joints here on the corner. Okay, so now it looks good in 3D. Let's finish model and save. Oh, and now I see that I have done something, but here it actually needs to be redone. Oh, ouch. Let me check. Now I see that I actually have to redo some main model stuff, main volume. Okay. Yeah, we did. It's not severe, but we have to adjust something still. So if I go to this picture, what I did was actually, so this edge actually would be joined to this edge, but it is not the case. I have basically an offset, then I go right, and then I have this all outer part, so half of a hexagon. So this is actually my main mistake in modeling. So we will have to make some adjustments. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's a big of a change. Yeah, actually it's a big of a change. That kind of changes all my roof structure actually. Mhm. Mm. Let me think. Let's see, how does this look in south? Oh, actually, no. Actually, I took in account there is just a tiny problem. Uh, yeah. Actually, I took in account, but there is a little problem. Let's say this is smaller, everything is smaller, and this part of the window is actually offset. Yeah. It actually can be saved, but I need to do some drastic modifications. So, let me think. So this guy should be set, let's say, more inwards, like this. And then this guy also should be set more inwards, let's say. And then this guy should be moved or something. Yeah, actually, this would need to be deleted. This will need to be severely uh, this will need to be severely shortened actually. No, cancel. So let's say this part will be around here. This part will be around here. This will be shortened. This will be shortened as well. This as well. And this as well. And now, let's say this window is extended. And now I should create, let's say, a void extrusion. Pick a plane, this one. And let's say I have something like this. And this has an inner offset. So if you see, now it looks better, and I have an inner offset. Now let's check my the shape of this inner offset with the shape that is actually seen in my church. Okay, so the offset, it's both at the base and then at the top. Here at the top the roof is not seen as possible, so let's say we could admit an error so the roof would come straight like this, but it actually is like an octagon rather. But here downwards, and you see that here is the plane and somehow here like a trapeze. So we can do an offset, and let's say we keep some proportions the main roof, because actually the main roof is correct because it's checked. But here I think I forgot to modify. That is my fault, but we will correct this aspect. Okay, let's say this is more extended to the interior. Okay. So I will admit that I have to create some sort of void extrusion or something. Now I have to check if my roof retreats as well. Yes. So yeah, kind of many things change. So yeah, actually many things change because now basically I have to create a similar yet different stuff. So I think now I have to create similar, and let's say set this, pick up this work plane, let's say, and let's say I do something like this, but actually this needs to be moved a bit inwards, and I need to also have some sort of offset. So this will be offsetted, and I think only now I will have the required offset. Yes, now I have the required offset, let's say. And now I need to do another void cut because I have to cut that as well. No. Or I just do something downwards here and go horizontally and then unite this. And that, let's say, will help me with my endeavors. Okay. That needs, let's say, to be aligned. And now it looks good. Now this can be extruded upwards, let's say, until I this level. And now it's far better. This, I think this needs to be more inward brought. And now I have, let's say, a better offset. This should be brought more inwards, like this. And now I have my real extrusion. And now I have my real intersection here upwards. And here, okay. And I told you I can keep, let's say, this error, but here, let's say, it's more trapeze. And kind of the roof shape has to be changed as well. I won't modify it for now, but the principle would stay. Now let's just say extrude inward. Let's go a bit more. So basically this would be the principle. Let's extrude it forward. Now intersect it well. Okay, now it looks decent. Now it looks decent. Here, of course, I would need to somehow intersect, but I won't bother for now. I will fix that at some point because it is important. But I showed you that I needed some sort of change in my, let's say, model. And this change has to be also replicated on the right side. So yeah, it's a tedious process at the end of the day. Pretty similar. And yeah, set, pick a plane, this, okay. And basically I have to keep going. Okay, and now I will copy everything and check all my dimensions. Okay, like this, and minimize, go like this. Okay, this is something like this, and this is copied. Okay, this is copied. Okay, and now I told you about the joints. So here it will be a bit of a, let's say, challenge. So this, so let's say I cut this guy like this. Let's finish actually the model and save whatever I did. Control S, as I did. So I did some great modifications. Double click. Okay, and now I should have my console done. So this should be like this. When I go downwards, then like this, then like this, then like this. I go down, let's say, 3 steps, and that we call it a day. Okay, so this is some sort of console. Then this guy is also some sort of console. This is lowered. Then step up, step up, and like this. And something like this. So this is basically one tactic. So I stack it here, let's stack it here. Okay. And of course this console would hold my roof, for example. Let's check my picture. Let's check the other picture. How many steps do I have? One, two, three. Here I have how many? One, two. Okay. Actually need to be fewer, to do fewer. Okay. So actually I even need to reduce this and maybe add some sort of bevel. Okay, great. And so I have, let's say, one, two, three. And now I have, let's say, my consoles. I think I should make them wider. Yeah, I think I should make them wider. So I count something like here, let's say. So yeah, I have some sort of consoles. Here is a bit different and I have to check in the picture. So Okay, so I have the console. Oh, actually, it comes into the middle when I have. Okay. So I did it a bit wrong. So it should be higher here. And this will be like this. And this I have to cut actually. And it will be something like here. And something like this, I guess. Okay. Okay, this comes under when this comes above, and when this comes above like this. Okay, so actually it would end like here somehow. When actually go something like this, and then like this. Yeah, it it has better logic. Okay, so you okay comes over here. Okay, now I think it does. Yeah, it is. Now it is okay. Have let's see this part. Then this comes of an L. So basically here I have an L. Okay, here I have an L. Let's say. Okay, and here I would have another L. Let's say. Okay, let's finish model and save. And now we're doing basically wood joints, but we have to check every single thing to be accurate. So this is an L shape. I have the lower L shape, but actually this looks like a T if I look well. Let me check. Is this cut or no? It's a crack. Here is the cut, I think. Okay, so that over here actually. So let's see. So if we are honest, we cut this. This is something like that. Okay. And now I have a, let's say, a T-shaped wooden panel. And now the T-shape has another L. So here I have another L. shape. So this will be something like this. Okay. So this comes over here to the exterior. Let's make it thicker, like this, like this. Okay, and then what else do we have? Then we have another mm, L shape, let's say. I think we have another L shape. So this ends here. Mm, this is an L shape, let's say. Okay, let's let's say something like this, then like this, then like this, then like this. Okay, this comes downwards, let's say, and this comes like an L shape here, or a new shape, and maybe something like this. I'm not sure. Okay, and this maybe might be something like this. Okay, okay, maybe something like this. Hey, the joints are so tedious to be done. Okay, let's double click. And we have some joints left to do. I think this will reach the end, let's say, like this. And let's check the bottom joints. Oh, it's far more complicated. Okay, and when it reaches down, yeah, it's actually a complicated joint. Oh my gosh, it's a complicated joint. Yeah, I think I leave it as is. So what's the simplest form, let's say, I can get? let's say the bottom will I have a U shape, then here I have an I shape somehow. Yeah. Actually, I will series of tutorials. I'll keep this as is, and we'll continue with the rest of the wooden walls. I'll just make sure I will have my extrusion well defined for this semi-cylinder profile. And let's save. Control S. So I saved a copy, which I will upload somewhere and have a backup. And yeah, basically that's it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial. We'll keep going with the walls and with adjusting everything that we need to.